Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the FordTechMakuloco channel. Today we're going to go over a question that I get asked a lot, and that is how do I determine if the rear axle in my Ford truck is a conventional or sometimes called an open differential, or does it truly have a limited slip, or as Ford calls it, a track lock differential? Or, as in this case, 2009 and newer Ford pickup trucks, they start offering an electronically locking differential. Today we're going to go through all three of them in detail so you guys know exactly what you have in your vehicle. Now you may be wanting this information for a couple different reasons. First, you're servicing the rear fluid in the differential and you want to make sure, you want to know if you need the friction modifier going back in with the new fluid. Also, maybe out purchasing a new or used vehicle and you want that rear locking differential for the extra traction in a snow, ice, and rain and all that stuff. So it's good information to have about the vehicle that you are looking to buy or that you currently own. Now you could just go over to the vehicle information label, look at the axle code on there, cross-reference it online, and you'll know exactly what you have in there with what the vehicle was built with. That's the key word here, built with. A lot of times if a vehicle came from the factory with a conventional or open differential, it's a very popular swap to swap in a traction lock carrier into there and make it a traction lock rear axle. So you want to go through the extra precautions and extra steps, as we're going to show here today, to really determine which kind of differential you have. Let's get to it. All right, here we go. As you can imagine, this involves jacking up the rear end. So first things first, safety. You want to come up front here. We're going to chock the wheel so the vehicle can't roll away. Remember, the rear axle off the ground, there's nothing holding it from rolling away. No parking pole, no parking brake. Then we're going to come inside the vehicle. We're going to put it in a neutral, just like that, so the drive shaft can spin freely. Then we're going to come back here. We're going to go under the rear axle, and we're going to jack it up via the pumpkin right there, right in the center. Just enough so both wheels are off the ground, okay? And then we're gonna spin the wheel one side and we're gonna see how the other side reacts. Now this first one is an electronically locking differential. You can identify this by that electronic, that electrical connector right there going into the side of the differential, okay? That specifies an electronically locking differential right there. These require no friction modifier, as you can imagine. But look at how these react when they're up off the ground and you spin. So we're gonna spin this one forward. Now pay attention to the other side. The other side's not spinning at all. Forward, backward, it's not moving at all. This is how it should look for an electronically locking differential, okay? Next, we're gonna look at an open differential, and then finally a track lock differential. This right here is what they call a conventional differential or open differential. It's not because the cover's off, it's because there are no clutch packs on the inside here holding tension, so it's open and free. So when you spin one side, the other side's gonna spin in the opposite direction. You see that? And the same thing going backwards on this side, the other side's gonna spin forward. And the reason being is right here. You can see the gears are free to spin and exactly why they spin opposite directions on each side. These do not require any friction modifier at all. By contrast, the limited slip differentials like this one right here are locked together. So when you jack it up and you spin one wheel, you can see the ring gear, this tire, and the other tire are all going in the same direction. They're literally locked together. Okay, let me bring you inside here and show you what's going on inside of these ones. So inside of here, inside the carrier, you can see the frictions and steel plates right there. They're under pressure on both sides, and that's what creates that grip. And then while you're turning under low speeds and you want it to slip, the friction modifier that's added to the gear oil in here allows them to slip over each other and act like an open differential. Whereas once they heat up, they lock again really tight and it becomes a locked differential. Posi lock system on here. So both sides lock and get you out of those tight situations. But that is how you identify which differential you have. Just by jacking up the vehicle, getting both wheels off the ground, you can tell. If the wheels go in the same direction on both sides, when you spin it like this, you know you got a locking differential or posi differential. If they go in opposite directions, this one's going up and that one's going the other way, you know it's just an open or conventional differential. That's about it. Hope this helped you guys. Fix your Ford yourself.